Last week, the Chinese regime was given a bad grade for religious freedom by a U.S. government body. The head of that body says that religious freedoms are closely linked to a country's freedom of the press. She has urged the U.S. government to address the Chinese regime's control of the media and support independent broadcasters like Intl.
The U.S. International Religious Freedom Commission released its annual report on April 30th. At a press briefing yesterday, the chairwoman of the commission said how important freedom of information is to ensuring basic rights.
Well, independent media is perhaps the single most effective means of promoting freedom, promoting democracy, promoting human rights, promoting religious freedom.
She says Taiwan is a case in point. After the Republic of China lost the civil war and fled to Taiwan, it eventually developed into a relatively free and democratic country.
Taiwan has shown the difference between a democratic society and an authoritarian, repressive communist society.
The Commission's 2013 report found that religious freedom in China has deteriorated over the past year. China was again on its list of countries of particular concern, highlighting the ill treatment of Muslims and Tibetan Buddhists.
Religious freedom and free expression, free speech, free press are intimately connected with one another. And, once again, we would urge our embassy, our State Department, our administration, and our Congress to press hard for these kinds of freedoms in China.
NTD Asia Pacific is having trouble renewing its contract with Taiwan-based company Zhonghua Telecom. Many suspect that the real issue behind the contract problem is Taiwan's closer relationship with the mainland. Swett says that Taiwan needs to be careful to preserve its national integrity.
And Taiwan needs to do what it can to make sure that entities that are trying to use the base of Taiwan to bring this kind of vital information to China are able to continue to do so.
She says if China is putting pressure on Zhonghua Telecom, this shows how afraid Chinese authorities are of independent information. NTD News, Washington, D.C.